We're closed.
You don't look the sort who can afford to turn down legitimate work.
What do you want?
How about we start with a light?
Well, you got a name, miss?
Elizabeth. You can call me Elizabeth.
What can I do for you?
There's a girl who needs to be found. Maybe you've seen her.
This girl. This girl's dead.
You know her.
You'll see dozens of her tied down by the docks or the slums in Apollo Square. Orphans. With Fontaine's charity shut. No place for them.
But her you know.
As I said, girl's dead.
Lost.
Look, I don't know where you get...
Lost isn't dead. Name your rate, I will pay you for this work. But you do this one gratis, wouldn't you?
I don't follow.
Something tells me you will. Seems my instincts were correct.
Where's Sally?
I don't know. But I know someone who does. Follow me.
What's this girl to you?
What I need from her is my business. But I know where to start looking. Something tells me a man with your particular talents could be useful.
Ryan, he's a bigger fish in an awful smaller pond, you ask me.
Anything you say, pal.
If I was running things, I'd say, why just one city? Why not two, eh? Why not three?
Can I help?
Oh, I heard about your little friend. Such a shame.
If we were all made from common clay, then Einstein would have remained a patent clerk. It's our responsibility to strive.
Hear, hear.
Well, I love him for who he is, not for what he does for me.
If you ask me, philosophy should stop at the bedroom door.
Edward thinks the way to my heart is philosophical trance. If I wanted brilliant, I'd go to bed with a book.
What happened to these children? What are they?
Where have you been? Cabin in Arcadia? Little sisters. Atom factories.
Stop.
It's
Green
grotesque.
means go. This is the rule all little girls know.
Compromise? Is that why we came to Rapture? I could compromise in Red Hook.
We're just men and women, Alan. You hold yourself to that standard, you'll never be happy.
In what country is there a place for men like me? Men who refuse to say yes to the doubters and the parasites.
Yes, yes, but even Andrew Ryan takes a vacation.
Come on. We haven't got all day.
What do they even look like under those suits?
What you mean? Are they just some kind of machine?
Well, I say you should have to prove you're properly versed on a topic before you're allowed to vote on it. Otherwise, it's just a knee-jerk response from the uninformed. Does more harm than good.
Who would judge that? A system like that invites abuse.
Having a benevolent dictatorship takes care of that.
Benevolence isn't human nature.
Get on with it. Do you have any idea how valuable my time is?
Ryan's been good to me. Few are the patrons who truly understand the struggle of the artist. But even I was a little leery when he shuttered Fontaine's business and sent that bald buck to a grave deep in the briny. But when Ryan buried all of Fontaine's pals in that department store, someone had to find a home for all those freshly minted orphans. And if I turned $1 or $2 in the process, you can hardly blame me for doing well by doing good.
We can go ahead and inherit.
DeWitt? The Hostic sees you, he'll toss you out on your ass again.
Funny.
What?
You're not knowing about the Little Sisters. How long have you been in Rapture?
Let's just say I don't get out much.
You've got eyes and ears, don't you?
If I wanted to share my life story, Mr. DeWitt, I would write my memoirs. If I learned anything about Rapture, that it was a place where people understood to mind their own business.
Where are we headed?
The man we need to see is in the Garden of the Muses.
How do you know?
My sources are my own, Mr. DeWitt. If you have better information as to the whereabouts of your girl, I suggest you avail yourself of it.
My daddy is a special daddy. He's sending me to Little Wonders, a place where every girl...
Where are you taking me?
When's the last time you saw Sally?
What?
She was taken from you, wasn't she?
How do you know this?
She was taken, down at Surprise. You were playing the tables and...
She disappeared.
And?
Cop friend of mine, Sullivan, says they found her floating in the docks.
You see the body?
Look.
Did you see the body? This world values children, not childhood. There's a profit to be made and men who make it. I'm taking you to one of them. Mr. DeWitt, you all right?
I'm fine. Just get these spells sometimes. It'll pass.
Refreshment, sir? Madam?
We're fine, thanks.
I went through basic, decent sort, but the Italians, Papa this and Papa that. They can't take a crap without a papal dispensation.
Guten Tag.
Herr Schmidt.
Dr. Steinman told me he uses my patronage at the National Cemetery.
Darling, that line actually work on anyone?
Sexual intimacy is no different than any other commodity, friend. You sell soybeans, I sell companionship.
Ugh, it's disgusting.
That's the Bible talking, pal. That's your mother talking. What does Ryan say? Petty morality? You can keep it.
Come right in.
best at what you do can really take it out of you. So apply at Fort Frog. Gamble, shop, take in a show, or meet a new friend, all at Fort Frog. Fort Frog, where the best and brightest celebrate success.
I'm not looking to be an obstacle to your accomplishments. I'm a modern fella. I just want to walk next to you and admire your stride.
Ah, Mr. DeWitt. Back again. And so soon.
I was telling all this keep-a-don't-thing, right? About the aspersions being made about me, huh? This little nonsense. What Ryan warned us about.
Are you in the know? Innovation and competition are what fuel Rapture. But that fuel can be diluted with rumor or flat-out lies. The rumor monger asks, what are these so-called splicing side effects? Well, take a look around you. Do you see anything wrong with your neighbor? The rumor monger asks, why has Tenenbaum withdrawn from the public's eye? Dr. Tenenbaum is a scientific mind unparalleled, even in Rapture. She's no doubt in her lab, toiling away at her next great innovation. I heard she was in cahoots with Fontaine. Merely slander from jealous naysayers. Remember, Rapture competes through innovation, not cheap shots. Bridget Tenenbaum is a woman who represents the best of science and industry. In other words, she's a Rapture gal. Now you know.
He gets that from his father. No one from my side of the family was ever so lucky.
I told her.
Ryan understands something fundamental about men.
Buongiorno, signore.
Suchong observed strangest of coincidences. On other side of a window, man in strange hat experimenting on Suchong's own creation. On Plasmid. Man name of Fink. Outrage! Theft of intellectual property! But man name of Fink is no fool. Through addition of oxidizing agent, turns plasmid ingestible through stomach lining. Mr. Ryan very impressed with Suchong's initiative. Theft of intellectual property. Two-way street.
Are you in the know? You've doubtlessly sampled products from Fontaine Futuristics. But do you know why Ryan Industries saved it? Frank Fontaine, business leader and benefactor of mankind? Or was he the best friend the parasite ever had? Were you aware his businesses were a front for a smuggling ring? And were you also fooled by his supposed charity work? At his free clinic, patients became test subjects, and his orphanages were places that children disappeared into and never came out. Once they learned the truth, Rapture's Central Council called for the arrest of Fontaine Futuristic's owner. But, a coward to the end, Fontaine found a hail of bullets preferable to facing justice. The council asked that Ryan Industries assume the burden of stewardship of Fontaine's ill-gotten assets. And Andrew Ryan accepted that burden for the people of Rapture. Now all citizens can enjoy these products, free of criminal taint. Now you know.
All that unpleasantness with Fontaine seems so far behind us now.
I hope all of his crowd are enjoying themselves, locked up forever.
Gotta hand it to the old man. Locking up Fontaine's thugs in his own department store. That's poetic justice.
Why, hello. Just a moment.
Amazing what a few months peace and quiet has done. How is Ryan taking over Fontaine's business? Say eminent domain. It's just the hand of government coming down on the individual.
Fontaine was a criminal.
By whose standards? Ryan's? I prefer when the judge doesn't profit off the penalty. This clown Bob, poof, they're all gone. Ryan.
Are you in the know? The Big Daddy may look imposing, but he's a gentle giant. Do you know all he does for Rapture? These metal jets are the hands that maintain Rapture, digging the foundation out of the seabed and guiding structural supports into place. Where do these metal mysteries come from? Sorry, chum, that's a Ryan Industries trade secret. Now...
I say, try it again. Maybe your taste buds have matured. Hello, Booker. Where have you been hiding her?
That's what the parasites want.
Another one. Hey, you got an issue with my food pail? You're welcome to put on an apron.
I had all of these visions before coming down here of Utopia. Every man with his hand on the great chain, the wheel of progress turning. Every cliche you can imagine. And what is the first thing that happens when I open up shop? Petty thievery. Now I have to lock all my valuables in a closet. Remember 2076. It's the problem with coming to Utopia, is that it still has the people.
Something about stem cells.
What's a stem cell?
Who do I look like, Bridget Tenenbaum?
Whatever that barber did to you, I hope he's retained a capable attorney.
I had all of these visions before coming down here of utopia. Every man with his hand on the great chain, the wheel of progress turning. Every cliche you can imagine. And what is the first thing that happens when I open up shop? Petty thievery. Now I have to lock all my valuables in a closet. Remember 2076. The problem with coming to Utopia is that it still has the people.
The smuggler is the friend of the parent. It is your duty to report the smuggler.
When Ryan take over Fontaine Futuristics, scene of a terrible violence. Splicers burning each other to bits. Lucky ones not killed, sent to department store prison instead. Suchong think he dead man too. But then Ryan comes to Suchong and says, Suchong want to be buried in filthy store, or Suchong want to make a good salary? Work for Ryan. How much salary? Asks Suchong. This Ryan find very funny.
Good day to you, sir.
I don't have all the flaws and drawbacks.
Mr. DeWitt. We'll find my source inside of that club.
Cohen? What does that lunatic have to do with Sally?
Private party. No entry without invitation.
We'll see about that.
Which business do you represent, sir?
Business?
Yes, which business?
DeWitt Investigations.
Mr. Cohen does not truck with private detectives. Masks of invitation went to artists and craftsmen alone.
I'm with the artist struggle. We're expected.
No mask, no entry.
Stuffed shirt.
These invitation masks he spoke of. They must have gone out to local artisans.
Well, I guess we'll have to persuade someone to loan us one.
The business of Rapture is business. Says it's sponsored by the Artist Struggle, the Golden Rule, and Rapture Records.
I guess those stores would be as good a place to start as any. What brought you to Rapture?
A man.
Really? You don't strike me as the romantic type.
Wasn't that kind of man.
Then what?
There's a debt that needs repaying.
I've known my share of Shylocks. You're no Shylock.
Wasn't that kind of debt. Invitations to Cohen shows are highly coveted. Nobody's gonna just hand us one.
You think you can figure out a way to distract the store owner while I take a look around?
You just find the mask. Leave the distractions to me.
Please, come in.
Excuse me. The lady has some questions for you.
Yes, of course. Interesting, isn't it? An original Sander Cohen. He calls it miasma.
I'm sorry, but I know precious little about art.
How does it make you feel?
I don't want to open my mouth for fear of what
Cohen
foolishness may
sends those
tumble out.
masks out in some kind of box.
Would you like me to tell you what it means?
Oh, would you? Oh, I would like so much to understand.
In this piece, Cohen intended to show us the struggle of the great man, condemned to breathe the swampy air of the parasite.
Did you see all that in that
Must be somewhere else.
Yes, in fact. Now, did your companion go...
Oh, what's this one? Oh, please, it's so beautiful. What does it mean?
Oh, my dear, that is something truly extraordinary.
You've given me so much to think about. I feel a trifle swoony. Would you mind if I return tomorrow for further education?
I shall be here at your service. Until tomorrow.
Any luck?
Nothing. Let's find another shop.
Where to next? Rapture Records and the Golden Rule are both downstairs.
Good day to you, sir.
You see that dish I walked in with? Will you give her the star treatment, pal? That'll make it worth your while.
Of course, right away.
I'm interested in this piece.
Ah, excellent. You've an eye, haven't you, miss? It's a natural sapphire and diamond, 18-karat gold ring, fully hallmarked for Paris, 1887.
Really?
The center cabochon... Excuse me, sir?
That's a lot of fine talk about a stolen ring.
I beg your pardon?
Right out of her coffin in Twilight Fields. Did you think we wouldn't notice?
Gotta find that
The
box.
assurances of a grave robber are of no interest to me. If you hand the ring back, the matter will remain between you and me.
Nothing. Only one place left.
Get your hands off me!
Might be best if we were gone when he wakes up. Nothing?
No. Got one place left, though.
And if that proves to be fruitless?
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Look around, please.
Hey, pal. You want to help out the little lady?
Yes, of course.
What is this piece?
It's by Trine, but of course, covered by...
Where's he hiding that box?
Lovely. Lovely? Oh, music does something to me. Especially something in this game. Almost primal, isn't it? Part of us that exists before thought, before logic, purely sensual.
The finest music touches these places.
That we never knew existed.
Yes.
Turn it up. Oh, it's so intoxicating. Also powerful and masculine. Oh,
there you are, you little son of a
the
bitch.
urge to surrender.
I must go. I must go. Even one more note shall prove my undoing. Good. We've located the mask.
Third time's the charm.
All right. It's best we head back to Cohen's.
Fine piece of work back with those shopkeeps. You've got a bit of the grifter in you.
For that, you can thank my father.
Oh, yeah?
He was a man comfortable in a variety of roles.
Ah, very well. Mr. Cohen awaits your participation at his performance.
So who is this fellow Cohen? Some sort of underworld figure?
Worse. He's an artist.
An artist who kidnaps children.
Cohen's muse is a bit more diverse. I've seen his type. Gets an idea in his head, end a conversation. Don't matter who gets hurt.
Move, that's right, that's right. Be the conduit! Open yourselves to the music, to the spirit of the eternal! No. Why do you fail in this fashion? To embarrass me in front of my muse? My muse shall not be mocked. Fitzpatrick! Please! The stick! For God's sake! My muse shall not be mocked! Get them out of here! There shall be no failure on my canvas. Oh, there's no room in Rapture anymore for the artist. You?
Name's DeWitt.
Is that right? My. This one's a real biscuit. Isn't he a biscuit, ladies?
I need to ask a few questions.
Questions? Yes. Yes. It is the work of man to ask. It is the work of the artist to answer.
You've seen this girl, haven't you?
We artists see more than most. You're more than you claim to be, little songbird. Are you not? Watch this one, DeWitt. She'll take you where you don't want to go. But I know the child in that photo is important to you. So many children flit, flit, flit away. I know where the girl is. And I will send you to her. In exchange, all I ask is a dance.
What?
I see something in you two. Art strips away artifice. Show me who you are, and I will show you where you need to go.
Cohen, son of a bitch.
Mr. DeWitt.
What?
Dance with me.
Come, dance!
I shudder to think what greater price he might care to extract.
Fitzpatrick! Beauty and pain. They can be no more separated than birth and blood.
What do you think Cohen's customers do with the children? Do they?
Sometimes. But those types lack the capital of people like Ryan and Suchong.
That's a blessing.
You saw those little sisters? You so sure? But if Suchong had Sally, I'd know it.
How?
Because I tied him to a chair and asked him.
So?
For 15 hours.
I don't know what to make of you, Mr. DeWitt.
No!
Listen, we're not gonna keep...
Fitzpatrick! I see suffering in you. I know how to shine a light on your pain. A moth will become a butterfly.
Mr. DeWitt! Mr. DeWitt! Are you all right?
I'm fine.
You were dreaming. You kept saying your daughter's name, Sally.
She's not my daughter.
I thought...
Pain and beauty. To an artist, they are parent and child.
Cohen?
I'm sending you to find your young one. No need to thank me. I'm not so sure you'll like what you find.
Look,
Fontaine's. Ryan sent the whole thing to the bottom.
but it's a prison now. Why would Cohen have sent Sally there?
I don't know.
Everyone has needs. I merely provide a service for those who have the means to pay. You'll find your little bird in the housewares department.
How many people do you suppose Ryan's got locked up in that place?
Enough. Fontaine had amassed something near an army. Now they're down there, spliced up and wild. Alright, there's a dock up ahead.
Takes a cold son of a bitch to do that to a living person.
What's that?
Barry, let's see.
You read your residency contract with Ryan Industries? In perpetuity, we're all buried at sea.
Don't get too comfortable. Keep your eyes open.
Any leak is a bad one. Report any unexplained water conflict.
Seem to be some supplies this way, Mr. DeWitt.
It's Booker.
What?
Just call me Booker.
If it's all the same to you, let's leave it at Mr. DeWitt. Look up there.
And it's absolutely nothing to worry about.
Let's have another look around. Perhaps we'll be able to find something to get us up and over.
Wonder. You'll need to get used to seeing a few strange sights from time to time.
I suppose we are living in the future.
Could be handy.
A skyhook.
Skyhook? You mean the air grabber? Kids use them to ride around up on the pneumo lines.
Air grabber. Huh. Constants and variables.
Constants and what?
Never mind.
Goddamn grabber stuck.
I want the frosted one. Get me frosted.
Mr. DeWitt! Someone's coming!
Come back. I want the frosted.
Dodgeball time!
All right, I got the grabber unjammed.
Just leave me alone. You left me with nothing.
Here! Ammo! Take it!
Ah!
without me. Mr. DeWitt, look. Housewares. That's where Cohen said we'd find Sally. The store ran trams between the 3 buildings. We'll need to avail ourselves of that.
Assuming it still works.
Optimism, Mr. DeWitt. It helps in situations like this. When did you come to Rapture?
Oh, it was, geez, I guess around 51? No, 48?
That's a rather large gap.
Time. Life I had before. Sort of becomes a blur. 49. 49 for sure. Damn.
You look a mess, Mr. DeWitt.
Just keep your eyes open for splicers. They can do us a whole lot worse.
There, little birdies. Eat it up. Well, it's good for you, you know. I've never heard of birds that didn't like seeds. What's the matter with you? Do you think it's poison?
Honey pie? Let's work something out!
Mr. DeWitt, look.
Well, there's the tram.
That splicer had no problem freezing a path for himself before.
I'm sure he'll be happy to do the same for us.
I have no doubt you'll prove persuasive. Mr. DeWitt, look.
Feel your cravings, and the circus of value.
An ice rink.
Be good at places any to look for our new friend.
Says it's on the top floor.
So we go up.
Another burst pipe.
Store sunk a few hundred feet beyond its specifications. More pressure, more burst pipes.
Welcome to the circus of value. No refund, no return.
Damn thing's locked.
Let me see that. Oh, have matters progressed so little? I could turn this with a rake pick. Done.
Where'd you learn that?
Oh, it's something I picked up a long time ago.
Yeah, our frozen friend leaves a hell of a trail.
Anyone ever clean
It's my home, too!
Mr. DeWitt, take a look.
A man's home is his castle and should be defended.
Franklin.
You should step back down to an
Shut up! I don't know what I'll do.
Catch!
The anarchist Bakunin said the
What's the matter, Frank? It's this thinning hair again. Every day there's less and less. You know the problem's not in your hair. It's in your genes. Hey, I don't believe
Ryan, you bastard. Left me here to rot. Sure, I signed the contract. Helped turn Fontaine into a prison. 10 days, big rush, everything slapdash. Right before the prisoners are brought in. One of your piece of shit turrets. Bam! Both kneecaps. Now I'm likely a cripple locked in a jail, surrounded by maniacs. I haven't even been paid, but I don't care. Just get me out of here!
He touched you!
That's all I have!
Can you open this, Elizabeth?
Keep a lookout. All yours.
He knew when, but he didn't know where. I want a little amour to do. Baby, it's gotta be tonight for sure. Tonight, by 9:30, you'll be putting in some overtime. Most ladies like
that what you do can really take it out.
but I don't mind
So
if you show me
at Fort
smoke.
Frolic.
I never measure
Just
ounce
take
for
it
ounce. After all, hunter's the punch that counts. I want a little love.
Just what the doctor ordered.
It used to be such a thrill to hear Ryan speak. Parasite, this. And the exaltation of man, that. Sure, it could all get a bit of a bore. But the old bear sure knew how to enunciate.
Mr. DeWitt. Your own.
You'll share my bread, and mine'll be thine. And I'll be mine all of the
Strange.
I am. Fontaine was my favorite department store. What's the big idea with Ryan sinking it?
Well, that's an example of a few bad eggs ruining it for the rest of us. Rapture was being undermined by a growing number of undesirable types. Where would you put them?
Ryan just hates competition.
Betty, you know as well as I do, these decisions come from the entire Central Council. If you can't trust the Council, who can you trust?
I suppose you're right. But where am I going to shop now?
I hear there's a sale at Riot's Boutique.
Last one there's a non
Deadbeat is going after all. Company.
Look up there.
To transcend! You'll get what you got coming! Let's talk next steps.
Careful! They don't look friendly.
Seems like you're carrying a little of that. Plasmids are now available in drinkable form.
Drinkable? You don't say.
New Ryan Industries drinkable plasmids. All the pleasure, none of the pain.
of my first play, the Herald said, "A dead whale has washed up at the Schubert Theater and stinks a little more with each passing night." The Tribune called my first opera as having the effect of canceling out all of Mozart's classics in a single caterwaul. And now, critics take me to task for my humanitarian work. If I were not there to find a home for these orphans, would these bellyachers take my place?
What's happened to these people? They don't even seem sane.
Nothing beats your first splice. From there, it's all downhill. The frozen frosties, the jockeys who will hand you 1,000 volts as soon as look at you.
You sound sympathetic.
They wouldn't be the first sons of bitches who found an answer at the bottom of a bottle. But once you see them go out weak at the knees at the sight of a little sister and all her atom, they cut a less sympathetic figure. Short-circuited. Probably be able to pop it open with
A jolt of shock jockey?
You familiar with shock jockey?
More than you could know.
Let's look around. Maybe there's a store ain't been ransacked by splicers yet.
Ryan Private Security. Safety for the self-sufficient.
We all move the great chain, and the great chain.
You can't judge a man
us all.
by his bookings. Character's gotta come into account.
Honey pie? You got a friend over?
Watch it. We've got company.
It is your duty to report the smuggler.
go, Brickletter. Good salesman plans for every contingency.
Surgical savings will happily work out an affordable payment plan for any major procedure. Potentially terminal illnesses won't wait until payday, should you?
Don't forget, anybody offering you a hand in charity has their other hand in your pocket. Every man for himself. It's the Rapture way.
Think you can crack this one open?
I'll give it a whirl. Ready.
I keep dropping audio diaries in the pneumo tubes like a message in a goddamn bottle. Hoping one will get through and someone will save me. If you get this, send help. I'm holed up in the shoe storeroom. The code's 0928. I keep dropping audio diaries in the pneumo tubes like a message in a goddamn bottle. Hoping one will get through and someone will save me.
Done.
If you get this, send help. I'm holed up in the shoe storeroom. The code's 0928.
Catch, Mr. Dwight.
I made you a sign!
I keep dropping audio diaries in the pneumo tubes like a message in a goddamn bottle. Hoping one will get through and someone will save me. If you get this, send help. I'm holed up in the shoe storeroom. The code's 0928.
Why'd you do it? Hello?
Dinner should be on the table.
Oh, I know. But it won't be ready for another hour.
Betty, haven't you heard about the radar range? The latest helmet radar range heats food from the inside using microwaves without gas or fire in less than half the time.
What? That's amazing. With the radar range, I can boil lots of meals in minutes, or brew a delicious cup of coffee in seconds.
Heartless. That's what this town is. All my audio diaries begging for rescue came back unread, marked return to sender, insufficient postage.
Yeah, those old numbers sure got some high notes. But I got something new in the works.
I can't understand what they hope to...
She told me to stop calling. Hey, I
Are you a man or a slave?
Rapture because it seemed fashionable? Or did you intend to make something of yourself?
Lloyd!
If you don't keep ahead of the rest, you'll be
All these
resigned.
ideas in your head!
You home?
I have Eve! Looks like the Plasmid department is back that way. I'm sure we'd find something useful there.
Think you can crack this one open?
All yours.
Put on your rubbers. Don't want to catch cold.
Ammo! Catch! See what else I can find.
Barking Bronco, it's how the West was won. Barking Bronco, a blast for everyone. Lift up your spirits, float and fly. Launch your burdens into the sky. Barking Bronco, the law of gravity defy. The kids were sad, they missed the fair. Barking Bronco, it's got to have a carnival ride. You should always keep a bottle close by your side. Barking Bronco, the law of gravity defy.
Sure thing, Mary. After Ryan the government council just assumed stewardship of Fontaine Futuristics until all of Frank Fontaine's crimes and betrayals against the people of Rapture are sorted out. Pretty soon, everything will be back to normal.
Really? Well, that's a weight off my shoulders.
Remember, Mary, doubting the council only emboldens the bandits.
Why did Ryan lock up all of Fontaine's followers in a department store?
He needed somewhere to put Fontaine's buttonman. Why not shut down the competition in the bargain?
But I thought Andrew Ryan was all about free markets and open competition.
All those ideas lose their luster when the quarterly earnings come in and you find the other guys eating your lunch. Either way, Fontaine's dead.
See him?
When you were a child, it was nothing. We're not so entitled to think.
I'm a legend, you hear? A legend!
The Defense Pavilion in Fort Frolic and Sharpeville, your castle today.
Welcome to the circus of value. No refund, no return.
It's freezing in here.
Something tells me all that cold isn't just coming from the ice rink.
Frank Fontaine. He called me in the other day. Me, Ray Lardner. Says trouble's coming and he's passing out special plasmids to all his best guys. I mean, it's an honor, but man, I started getting these shingles all over. Skin's discolored. Like when a guy's about to lose a limb, you know? And I can't seem to pile on enough clothes. I hate to ask, but is this happening to everybody?
My daddy is a special dad. He sent me a little marker, a place where every girl is a princess. Is your dad special? That doesn't make you a little wizard, is it?
gonna sip unless I say so. You got it. Anyone comes near that bottle without permission is a dead man.
Look. There. Splicers. Okay, catch! It's all I've got. More time. Take it.
Much obliged.
Eve, Mr. Mr. DeWitt, the Plasmid? Have you forgotten what we came for?
Locked. Elizabeth?
Oh, this won't take long at all. All yours.
Damn it, that son of a bitch drank every last bottle of Old Man Winter.
I think I can help.
What was that?
It's a new Plasmid. Lets me bring in things that might exist, but don't.
I'm not sure I understand. What's it called?
Tear.
Where'd you find that?
You don't expect a girl to share all her secrets, do you, Mr. DeWitt?
Freeze your enemies. Shatter them into 1,000 pieces.
Far from it. It will go much further. We will unmake you.
See him?
So you can be made anew. Heard that. There's a bell.
All right. I know you're the client and all, but I've gone about far enough without a few answers.
My purpose here is none of your concern. Consider me a means to an end.
And why do I get the feeling I'm being set up?
I told you I'm in collections. An account is in arrears. My clients simply want to see matters set to right.
Don't make any sense, that's all.
If you don't like the arrangement, the bathysphere's back that way.
Visit Neptune's bounty. Smart for your brain. For your wallet.
That one.
There you go.
Give me a piece of the action.
What is it? You're all
to the circus. Come back when you get some money, buddy.
Go ahead.
All right. If Sally's not your daughter, what's she to you? Why risk life and limb?
It's part of the job.
You owe me no explanation.
She's just another orphan. After Fontaine went down, City was lousy with him.
And?
I don't know. You have a reason for every stupid thing you've ever done? She started showing up, looking peaked. More fool me to feed the brat. Should have known she would never leave.
How did you lose her?
It's none of your business. Something about you doesn't sit right.
Yes?
Wouldn't peg you as the Rapture type. Not even a little.
If you mean I have no interest in joining the Andrew Ryan book club, you'd be right. Just another set of fanatics with a different set of books.
I gamble.
What?
You asked me how I lost Sally. I gamble. Took her somewhere kids got no business being. I was winning. A place like that, you don't let a kid out of your sight.
But you did.
Yeah, and here we are. But the million-dollar question is, what's she to you?
I have an interest in reuniting you with her. Isn't that reason enough?
Let's hope Cohen was on the level when he said this is where we'd find Sally.
I can only imagine what they would do with a child in a place like this.
Cohen's halfway to Splicetown. Probably thought putting a child in prison would be high art.
The sooner we find her, the better.
Come on
Sally!
out of there! Papa's got all sorts of plans.
Sally! Come out of there!
I can't see her.
What are you doing?
This is a schematic for the venting system. It shows there are more vents like this one in electronics, the bistro, returns, the book department, and the appliance show floor.
So?
If she's in there, there are only 6 vents she can come out of. And now there are 5. All these vents are connected to the central heating unit. If If we close them off and turn the heat up, she'll be forced out through the central exhaust. It's the only exit.
You want to burn her alive?
No, we just make it hot enough to flush her out.
Can't do that.
Look, either we find her, or one of those splicers will.
All right. Where are the other vents?
Up ahead. Mr. DeWitt, should I open this?
It's locked.
Okay. Got it. Careful. They don't look friendly.
Come on, love. Oh, Mickey just wants to give you a little squeeze. I'll shoot.
That over there. Two down. Where to now?
Oven of the future, huh? Yeah, the kid got hold of that damn radar range last night. Started trying it out on everything. Apples, marshmallows, spoons. Had himself a fine time until our Pekingese stepped in the way. And for some reason, I'm the one in touch with the wife. Well, I locked the damn thing up. So don't forget the code. It's 395. The base.
Last time, you screwed me over.
Do it now.
Done.
What am I going to do with you?
Stop. You left me with nothing.
It's not enough. Son of a bitch, we'll walk right through that. In my bed?
We haven't found anything yet. What exactly were they trying to keep out?
Something worse than them.
And what could that be?
You'll know it when you see it. Elizabeth?
Child's play.
Oh, isn't everything just wonderful?
Ready.
The food, the band. Even your parents are behaving.
Mr. DeWitt, take a look.
Really? You mean it? I tried so hard to reduce to fit into this gown. I just wanted to look beautiful for you. I knew right away, silly. Right there at the Cashmere. You were sitting
Why
with
can't
that
Franklin
horrible
read
girl.
quietly in a corner like
What was
I
her
did
name?
as a child?
And I said to myself,
Careless. Not a
soon
single thought to where an accident might leave us. Well, Dr. Wortham prescribed a Plasmid. A mother's little
I don't know
helper
if
to
she was dangerous or just insane.
Next time, I'll be sure to ask.
for a second. That boy may get himself killed.
Hello?
Are you there?
I thought. They grow up and they leave you.
There you are!
This tomfoolery.
We need to close these vents. Got it.
Sure, nothing. Ryan's playing more like a cheap fiddle. He plays, you know how they dance.
If something happens 4 times, you've got to make it happen 8.
What is that? Somebody say my name? What's your secret, Donnie? Why are you always number one? Or one up the bottom?
Don't you dare do it!
Halfway there.
Hey up!
Elizabeth!
I don't have anything!
Observation number 17 regarding unknown phenomena. Phenomena presents is
Next one.
through which is observed what? Men in strange hats, women in large dresses, buildings that float. Is phenomena window to other space? Other time? What was it Einstein said? The only reason for time is so not everything happen at once.
Hear that?
Sally? Sally, it's me, Booker. Now, you come out now. Sally? Dear, do you hear me? It's me, Booker. Now listen, dear. You come out right now!
Mr. DeWitt, she's not coming. Now let's get the rest of these vents sealed. It's the only way. There should be one more.
Being the best at what you do can really take it out of you. So,
Welcome to the circus of value. No refund, no return.
Close the lights down! You treat me like a one-out shooter!
Welcome to the circus of value. No refund, no return.
Elizabeth.
I'll give it a whirl. Done.
If we seek out the fight perpetually, there may be... Confront your weakness! Who's laughing now? Reload! I wouldn't sell this brand!
I'll give you something to cry about.
There!
All right!
Do it!
There! Get up. Get up.
Thanks.
You want to thank me? Next time, try ducking.
Do it now.
You bet.
Always have such conduct in this house.
Need more time.
I got this figured out.
Still looking.
Elizabeth.
There you go.
What is the most vicious obscenity ever perpetrated on mankind? Slavery. The Holocaust. Dictatorship. No. The tool of all that out. Whenever anyone wants others to do their work, they call upon their out. Never mind the needs. Think of the needs of well, state, army, the king of God. How many catastrophes were launched with the word, think of yourself?
Locked from the other side. How the hell are...
Look. I think I can squeeze through. Give me a boost.
I heard the little rat scurrying this way.
What's taking so long?
I can't get the...
Come on!
Just give me a second.
Show me how much you love me!
Do it! Well, you don't seem any worse for wear.
Speak for yourself.
Ugh, how do you stand that? It smells revolting. See him?
I do, Betty. And it's absolutely nothing to worry about. Sure, Betty, we live in Rapture, a place of perpetual scientific breakthrough and wonder. You'll need to get used to seeing a few strange sights from time to time.
I suppose we are living in the future.
Observation number 22, regarding unknown phenomena. What is the source of phenomena? Suchong employ observers. Observer task to find more phenomena. Observer reports back, young woman appear from phenomena. And just as soon, young woman disappear. Observer has nothing else to report on topic. If Suchong can find this woman, she will make interesting new phenomena.
That's the exhaust. Once we close all the vents, we just need to turn up the thermostat and flush the girl out.
And you leave me what?
Here you go!
Got it! Go ahead.
Okay! I heard you back there!
There's nothing!
I'm looking! Eve, catch!
Oh, I'm on.
Mr. DeWitt, catch!
That'll do.
I found ammo!
I've been in the weeds this entire shift.
Friends? Of course he's got friends. But I always come first.
Watch it. We've got company.
say about creeps.
Without the snide conflict, you become fixed.
What am I to you? Just some bum. You've been using me this entire time. Ah! Enough!
That's the last one.
Let's head back to the toy department.
What is that thing in there?
It's a radar range. Never could figure out if the thing's designed to cook a turkey or a splicer.
Damn door's got a key code lock. No way to get in without knowing what it is.
All I could think was, there are millions of bacteria in each drop of saliva. Did he brush his teeth? What if he touched a doorknob and then put his fingers to his lips? I waited weeks for that kiss. Ruined.
Big comeback. We just need a new agent. You know anybody?
Welcome to the circus of values. No refunds, no returns.
Do it.
Sure thing.
Fontaine was my favorite department store. What's the big idea with Ryan sinking it?
Well, that's an example of a few bad eggs ruining it for the rest of us. Rapture is being undermined by a growing number of undesirable types. Where would
All right, let me go check the exhaust vent.
Hate competition.
you know as well as I do, these decisions come from the entire Central Council. If you can't can't trust the council.
No sign of her. Looks like we'll need to turn up the thermostat if we're gonna flush her out. It's over that way. Mr. DeWitt, the thermostat's back upstairs. We need to head for that thermostat. It's our only option. The thermostat, Mr. DeWitt. Waiting won't make this any easier. Thermostat's right there. Turn the heat up.
I'm not going to burn her.
It's the only way to bring her to us. If you won't do it, I will. Just give me the word. Mr. DeWitt. Mr. DeWitt, tell me what.
Turn it up.
What?
Turn the goddamn thermostat up.
Do you hear that? We need to get back to the exhaust before we lose the girl again.
Sally! Sally, come out! It isn't working.
I told you she's coming.
It isn't working. Turn it off.
If we turn it off, it's not gonna work.
We have to turn it off. We are hurting her. Sally! Sally? Sally, it's Booker. It's me. Sally, come on. I'm gonna get you out of here. Sally! Come out here right now! Sally. No. Much obliged.
I'll keep my eyes open for more. Mr. DeWitt, the girl!
Sally!
Mr. DeWitt!
It's okay, Sally.
Is she?
Look at Sarah. Huh? She's come to see you. We're going home. Do you want to go home? Don't, please, don't. I'm here. I just want to take you home. I just want you to stop. You're back. You're back.
You're hurting her.
She's got to come with me.
She's not your child.
She is mine.
Let her go. Let her go.
She's mine.
The air is closing.
Shut it down. Shut down the machine.
You've got to pull her through.
Shut down the machine.
No, she's no through.
Shut it down. I remember.
wasn't yours, Comstock. No. I wasn't.
No.
Yet you had to have me, didn't you?
No, this isn't right.
And when the guilt was too much...
You turned to us to solve your problem.
To provide a place to go where you might forget.
Where there never was an Anna in the first place.
Comstock was never one to own up to his errors, was he, brother?
Never comfortable with the choices he made.
Always seeking someone else's life to claim as his own.
Elizabeth. Child. I am so sorry.
No, you're not. But you're about to be.